Thank you very much, Mike. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. Indeed, it all started in March 2023 with an idea. It was the idea, or rather the vision together with the International Energy Agency, of a global movement that would help us stay within the 1.5 degrees Celsius and push the clean energy transition forward. So we proposed global targets to triple renewables and to double energy savings by 2030. We wanted quantifiable targets, because only what gets measured gets done. And at COP28, the world rallied behind this goal thanks to a coalition of 135 countries and thanks to the leadership of a core group of motivated partners. I'm very happy to see many of them here today. Dear Sultan Al Jaber as COP28 President, dear President Ruto, dear Prime Minister Motley, together we succeeded in turning the idea into a common goal, and I really thank you for the excellent cooperation that was out there. It was one of these rare moments where you had the impression the world feels united as one. It has even been called the beginning of the end of the fossil fuel era. And today we must keep this spirit alive, the spirit of COP28. And for this, we must double down on implementation collectively to reach these targets. I see 4 areas of action. First is planning. The second and the third, the fourth, I'll allude in a moment, but let's have a look at what the government should do. Governments should now integrate our global ambition in their national climate plans, showing how they intend to contribute to the global targets in the current decade. And that's what we're doing now in the European Union. We raised our renewable energy target for 2030 to more than 42% of our mix, and we're getting there. In the first half of this year, 50% of our electricity generation came from renewables. 50%. But we also know, of course, that the work is far from being done. And this leads me to my second point. We need to improve the business environment. We must create the right incentives and conditions for clean energy tech to thrive. And we all know what is needed in Europe and what is needed globally. First, a solid regulatory framework so that investments are safe and secure. Second, state-of-the-art infrastructure and faster permitting procedures. The permitting procedures are too slow. We have to get fast on that one. Third, lead markets that create demand for sustainable products, services and technologies. And finally, we need the right skills to match the demand. So we must work on all these priorities at once. This is what I have set to do with my new Commission, now with a new mandate from 2024 to 2029, and we are ready to work on this with our international partners. My third point is on access and supply of critical raw materials. Working towards our targets will increase the demand for these minerals, and we must make sure that sourcing and mining are done in a way that benefits all, in a sustainable way. And this is why the Secretary General's panel on critical energy transition minerals has my full support. As co-chairs of the panel, we will continue working for robust supply chains, diversified supply chains that are transparent, sustainable, and fair throughout. And my final point is on investments. The clean energy transition requires massive investments everywhere in the world. And this is especially true of countries and regions where there is a lack of affordable energy and capital. And where costs are so high, that it is an obstacle to electrification. Yes, we need public finance. It will play a crucial role in pushing the clean energy transition forward. Europe will keep doing its fair share. In 2022, with our global engagement investment strategy, Team Europe mobilized 28 billion euros in public funding to support emerging countries in reducing emissions and adapt to climate change. We do not only provide grants, we also use European public funds to de-risk investments and have a multiplier effect. Because it is very clear that public funding won't be enough to achieve our global goals. We need to start aligning all global financial flows with the Paris Agreement, and this means mobilizing private capital too. And we can help in doing that. Because when we, as governments or international organizations, set global targets for renewables, we also set the future course for business as well. It's the clear direction of travel. When we develop de-risking instruments, we strengthen the business case for clean investments. And when we give public support to breakthrough innovation, we facilitate their uptake in the market. And I'm sure that representatives of the private sector are also ready to embark on this journey. So, my basic call is, let's gear up towards COP29. It will be the place and the time to showcase new products, new projects that support our targets, show the ambition. Let us fill the global pledges with life. I thank you for your attention.